Exponential growth. If you fold a piece of paper in half and then in half again, and continue to do that 50 times, how thick would it be after 50 folds? If you guessed a few inches thick, you would be slightly off, because the paper would be so thick it could nearly reach the sun. Linear growth is intuitive to us. Exponential growth, however, is incomprehensible to us. But why is that so? Simply put, it wasn't needed before. Our ancestors mainly had linear experiences. Let's take a look at this hypothetical country. The inflation rate of this country is 5%. Intuitively, if we're being honest, we have no real idea what that even means. Only 5%, some people may remark, that isn't so bad. If instead I told you in 14 years your money will be worth half what it is today, you can understand that without much thought, and it may actually give you some reason to worry. The greatest shortcoming of the human race is our inability to understand the exponential function. Al Bartlett. The power of compounding is the most powerful force in the universe. Albert Einstein. To illustrate the power of exponential growth, if we place 1 grain of rice on the first square of this chessboard, 2 grains on the second square, 4 grains on the third square, and so on, doubling the number of grains on each subsequent square, how many grains of rice would we need to accomplish this task? In the short term, exponential growth isn't that impressive, but the growth that occurs at a faster and faster rate over a long term is truly amazing and can quickly become astronomical and incomprehensible. To complete the task, you would need 18 quintillion grains of rice, which is a number that we can't even begin to wrap our heads around, and illustrates how quickly a small amount of something can grow when it is subject to the power of exponential growth. When thinking about exponential growth, if you want to approximate the time it would take any process to double, or you need a way to describe something that is more intuitive, use the rule of 70. 10% returns on investment, your money will be worth double that in approximately 7 years. 8% inflation, your money is worth half what it is today in approximately 8.7 years. If a country has a 5% population growth, the country will have doubled the population in approximately 14 years. Of course, these growth rates would need to remain constant, and the world is full of uncertainties and complexities. However, these are much more intuitive than just saying the current inflation rate is X%. Be careful with exponential growth. Never trust your intuition about exponential growth rates, because we don't have any. Where possible, try to convert the growth rate into something more intuitive and linear with a time frame.